Good morning, second graders, and welcome back to class. Today we have an exciting math lesson that we're going to learn about. But before we get into that, we're going to play a quick activity so that we can refresh our memories. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have pass out task cards. And on these task cards, everyone will have a different task card. Y'all will be standing up and walking around. Remember, walking because we don't want to hurt each other. You're going to walk around and find your partner. Your partner has the exact same thing, but in a different form. And it's okay if y'all don't know what that means just yet, but let's start playing this activity. I'll pass out one pair to each person, and then y'all will go walk around and find your friend. Okay? Now that you're walking around, I'll give you a minute or two to find who has your pair. Okay, great. Now that everyone is paired up, I would like to choose one pair to explain their task card. How about you?
Okay, so I had standard form 657.
Okay.
And my partner had expanded 600 plus 50 plus 7.
Correct. Y'all were able to correctly identify your pairs. But can you explain to me how y'all did this?
Well, I saw that I had 657 and 600 plus 50 plus 7 equals 657.
That's super great. Your observations are very good. Now, what do you think this lesson will be about? Can anybody else tell me?
It's going to be about numbers.
Correct. That's really good. And just like my student said, today's lesson will be about numbers, but it will be how the different forms numbers can be in. We have standard, expanded, and word form. Our pair had standard and expanded. Below we have word and standard, which is 657, and in word form it will be 657. Now, let's go on and complete an anchor chart to see how we can learn a little bit more about this. Can someone give me a number? You can go ahead.
How about 125?
125. Okay, let's write it up here. We have our number 125 at the top of our anchor chart. Now, let's start with the standard form. And it's okay if some of you don't know what it is. Give your best guess. Can someone tell me what standard form is?
Isn't it just the numbers?
Exactly. It's just a number. Standard form is how the number looks normally. So it would be normal. Number will look to a number. And I'll provide an example. A number at the top of the anchor chart is a standard number, but I'll give you another example. We have 259, another standard number. Because it looks just how it is, written down. Can anybody tell me another standard number?
80.
80, good job. Yes, that is another standard form of a number. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Word form. Who knows what word form is?
Isn't it just how you spell it?
Yes, it is how you spell out the number. Now let's put it here. Now, let's use our number at the top, 125. When we're writing our number, we first use the 1, and that would be 100. And you always have to put an and because these don't go together as a threesome, they go together just a pair. So they would be 125 because they go as a pair. Can anybody provide another example, word form?
How about 305?
305, yeah. How would you spell that out?
I would put 305.
Yes, correct. You're very good. You didn't even forget the and, because remember, the last two parts have to go together and the first goes along. 100 and 305. Okay, let's move on. Based on these two forms, who knows what expanded form is? Who can tell me what expanded form is?
This is tricky. Is it just stretching it out?
Yes, it's basically just stretching the number out. Now let's write down. Stretch out the number. Now, when we're stretching out the number, we will be breaking apart how the numbers are. So based on our number up here, 125, we write 100 plus 20 plus 5. We broke the number up, but when we put them all back together, it goes back to 125.